Hey, everybody checking out the Mike and JD Show YouTube channel. Thank you for watching this video. If you could do me a huge favor and hit that like button, make sure you're a subscriber, and also comment on this video and help us defeat the algorithm. I would greatly appreciate it. And while you're at it, if you like this video, head over to patreon.com/the Mike and JD Show and become a Patreon subscriber today, where you will get this audio immediately as soon as it's done recorded, way ahead of everybody else. And then, of course, it will be ad free. Thank you very much. Now enjoy the video. All right, well, let's get into the final resolution show, the very last show under the Impact Wrestling banner. Oh, what a run. You know what? Before I get into it, I started watching this company in depth and covering it in depth starting in 2018. And what pulled me in was the podcast that Scott D'Amore and Don Callis did with Chris Jericho when it was announced that they were taking over as EVPs. I liked their ideas, and I was done with WWE at that point. AEW hadn't been created yet. I was into New Japan. New Japan was probably my favorite, and I really was a big fan of NXT, but I wasn't watching Raw. I wasn't watching SmackDown. I was kind of sick of it. And so I thought they had some good ideas, so I gave them a chance. And I'm glad that I did. And really, the pay-per-view really cemented me from, and I haven't missed a single pay-per-view or an episode since, other than like Wrestle House and stuff. I haven't really missed anything. Was Slammiversary in 2018, and it was the Sami Callihan versus Pentagon Jr. I love that match. And then, of course, I believe it was Moose and Austin Aries in the main event. And I was hooked, and I've been watching ever since. I'm always going to have fond memories of the Impact Wrestling era. Impact Wrestling starting in 2017 all the way to 2023, the 6-year run where they had removed the name TNA and went completely Impact. So lots of highs, lots of lows. Like I was there in the Pop TV days, and then I was there whenever they were on the Hunting Channel. I was watching on Friday nights on Twitch. I downloaded Twitch and had a Twitch account just because of TNA. I was a subscriber to their subscription service for a long time, but some of my most favorite memories. Look, they had a lot of good talent come through here. Like Sami Callihan and Pentagon Jr., right? Pentagon was the world champion when I first started watching. He beat Austin Aries at Redemption in 2018. Of course, and then of course gave right back. But Johnny Impact had a good run here. Brian Cage had a good run here. He's off to AEW. LAX got their start here on television. The Rascals, I know they're back in TNA, but Wes Lee doing his thing over on NXT. He had a really good run here. Taya Valkyrie got made. I mean, she really burst onto the scene in AAA, and then of course Lucha Underground. But she had a really, really good run in TNA. Went to WWE, came back, and then now is in AEW doing her thing over there. Just this talent after talent after talent has come through this Impact Wrestling era, and has done so awesome, and have done really, really great things, not only here in Impact, but at other places. So I'm going to look back on this era fondly. I really enjoyed it. It got me excited it's really what got me back into podcasting, because I saw that not enough people were talking about the promotion. So that's why I decided to go ahead and throw my put some skin in the game. I started some articles called Brace for Impact, and then I started the podcast called Brace for Impact, and here I am doing it all these years later, still doing it, man. And it's all because I had a passion for the product, even as bad. There was times where it was really bad, but I still tried to find the best in it. You guys know that I've been pretty tough on Impact at times, because I always felt like they would miss out on big moments where there was like an opportunity for them to succeed, and they just wouldn't capitalize on it. And that's kind of been the story of my fandom. It's like they're this little engine they could. I put tons of hope in them. They don't capitalize, but I still come back anyway. Because then after a while, I think during the pandemic, I realized this is just what they are. They're not trying to be one of the big promotions. They're not trying to compete with them. They're just happy doing their own thing on their own network, being kind of a smaller time thing. Even with this new rebranded TNA, they've made big offers to other people, but I think they're fine not being one of these big competitive promotions, right? Not getting into these huge bidding wars and all this and that, and being susceptible to being canceled by their TV network and all that stuff. So